Hi guys, it's Michelle. Today we're making spaghetti and meatballs. I'm going to use fresh linguine to kick it up a notch, and I'm using ground turkey for the meatballs. I was looking for some turkey sausage, couldn't find it at the store, so I'm going to add my own seasoning to make it seem like it was Italian sausage. Anyway, come cook with me. Okay, for the meatballs I have about a pound of turkey. I have a quarter cup of chives, 2 cloves of garlic, a quarter cup more or less of chopped onions, a lightly beaten egg. I have here some salt, a teaspoon and a half of kosher salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper that I'm actually using this time, half a teaspoon of dried oregano. You can also put red pepper flakes, but I'm not going to do that because I have red pepper flakes in here. Like I said before, I couldn't find any Italian sausage, so I made my own seasoning to add to the turkey so it could seem like Italian sausage. Here I have 2 teaspoons of dried parsley, 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning, a teaspoon and a half of black pepper. I have half a teaspoon of whole fennel seed. I have half a teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon, of salt, a tablespoon of minced garlic, and a teaspoon of minced onion. And I also added red pepper flakes to that. Here is half a cup of parmesan cheese, and then over here half a cup of breadcrumbs. So I'm going to incorporate all this. I'm just going to put half because this seasoning for the turkey sausage is for around 2 pounds. So I'm going to use half of this. So let's put half of that in there. We're going to put our salt, pepper, and oregano. We're going to add, meatballs are easy, guys. You just basically throw everything in there. Our cheese, our breadcrumbs. We're going to add our onions, our chives, and the garlic. And last but not least, we're going to add the egg. Now, we get to mix it around. You just want to mix it around. I have to put my hair up, so that hair tie was strangling my wrist. So you just want to get it incorporated, because if you over mix it, you're going to make your meatballs tough, but you want to get it all mixed in. So just mix it up, and then I would recommend popping this bad boy in the fridge to make it nice and cold. We're just gonna make our meatballs. So I'm gonna separate this with my fingers into like 4 pieces, and I'm gonna try to get at least 7 balls out of each section. Roughly, I don't know, what is that? A little over 1 inch, almost 2 inches. So good luck getting them all even. I know I probably will be all over the place, but I'll try to be as even as possible. And now we have a hot pan. This time it is hot, guys, I promise. Nice and hot. We're gonna add about 3 tablespoons more or less. See if that's hot. Of extra virgin olive oil. And I'm gonna start getting, you carefully put them in here so they can retain their shape. I'm gonna start getting my meatballs in here. I want to brown them, put them over medium heat, brown them for about 5 to 10 minutes. Sounds good to me. You want to cook them most of the way, rolling them around so all the sides get brown, and then we're going to finish them off in the sauce. You don't want to overcrowd your pan either. It's a pretty big pan though, so I think we'll be good. Can I add a couple more? Right. And then as they brown, you want to turn them over. Those are not ready yet. You don't want to manhandle them too much, lack of a better word. You just let them sit there and start browning, because if you turn them around too much and you keep playing with it over and over, then they're going to fall apart, and then they're no longer going to be turkey meatballs. You can also use chicken. See how that's getting nice and brown? You can use chicken, you can use beef, you can use pork, whatever you want to cook this with. I think it's a little healthier to use turkey. So that's the way we're going. And not everybody in this household eats meat, but they do eat poultry, so we can make them out of turkey. Okay, smells delicious. You can smell the spices that I put in to make it sausage, and those are coming out quite nicely. You smell the fennel, you smell the onions in there, the garlic. So I'm going to keep cooking these and turning them, and we'll see you in 5 to 10 minutes. Now that we've finished browning the meatballs, I'm going to take them off, put them on a plate on the side, because we're going to get started on our sauce. Oops, they're slippery suckers. We're going to get started on our sauce. And at this point, if you wanted to use just store-bought marinara, you could. You can put around 3 or 4 cups of store-bought marinara and let them finish off, because they're pretty much done. Around 5 to 10 minutes of these, and they're almost fully cooked. So another 20 minutes in some marinara sauce would do them good. But we're gonna do our own. I'm gonna use 2 cans of crushed tomatoes. Those are both 28 ounces. I'm gonna put half a teaspoon of oregano, half a teaspoon of salt, and I'm gonna put some oil. We're gonna start with the extra virgin olive oil. Get that in the pot. And let's see, turn it around to coat. That's nice and hot. We're gonna get our onions. Put our onions in there. I'm gonna let that cook down for a bit. You want your onions to cook down and get translucent. You don't want them caramelized. So make sure you don't have the heat too high, and give it about 4 to 5 minutes so they can get nice and translucent. It's been exactly 5 minutes, and you can tell that the onions are nice and translucent. So to this, I will add the garlic. Now you don't want the garlic to burn. So we cook it down for, I would say, a minute, just so the aromatics come out. You need to smell that garlic cooking. It brings a great flavor. And the smell is out of this world. Everybody comes in the kitchen and it's like, wow, what are you cooking? And all you have in the pot are onions and garlic. Anyway, I'm going to cook that down for a minute. I'll be back. Now that has cooked down for about a minute. It smells insanely great in here. I'm going to pour in the crushed tomatoes. I'm also going to add, I had what's left, like 3/4 of a can of tomato sauce. I just want to use it because I don't want to put it away. So I'm going to add that as well into the tomato sauce. I added the oregano and the salt. And we're just going to cook this down. This is nice and thick. We're going to cook this down for quite a bit before I add my meatballs to the sauce. But let's let it at least heat up for a little bit. Now this has been cooking down for 15 minutes. I'm going to stir it up. And let's give it a taste. Needs a little bit more salt. Put a little bit more salt. I'm going to put 1 pinch of sugar to help out with the acidity. That's 2 pinches. I'm also going to add some of this seasoning that I made for the actual sausage, because I realized as I was going through it that a lot of the fennel had stayed behind. So I'm going to add some of that. That's just going to incorporate the flavors of the sausage all over the sauce. And that, ooh, that's splattered. That should be good. So to this, I'm gonna add, voila, our meatballs. Let's hope I don't destroy everything. There we go. So we added the meatballs. Usually you would do it the other way around. Add the sauce that's already been cooked down to the pot where you're making your meatballs. That way you can scrape up those little brown bits at the bottom and use all the juices from the meatballs. But this works too. So we're gonna cook this down another, I would say 15-20 minutes, and then we'll give it another taste. And then we'll get started on our pasta. Let's cover it up. All right, it's been 20 minutes. So this sauce is done. My baby's hungry too. I ended up adding a 1/4 cup of chicken stock to it because I had added all that seasoning to it and I had salt, so it was a little salty. 1/4 cup of chicken stock did the trick. Now here we have boiling water. Hold on, baby. Ooh, fogged up the phone. And I'm gonna add some salt to it. Yeah, the radish. I'm making some vegetables over there on that end. So I'm gonna get the fresh pasta. This is store-bought fresh pasta, and we're gonna put it in there. It's gonna go for 2 minutes. So I'm gonna set the timer. 2 minutes. And I'm just gonna move this around. You don't want the pasta sticking. Okay, so it's been 2 minutes. Let me take the pasta out. I'm gonna try it with this, but I don't think this is a good idea. So we're gonna transfer it with this. Yeah, it's very hot. So I'm gonna put it in a smaller pot because I did make, yes, it's hot, baby. Be careful, mama, it's hot. She's hungry, a hungry baby. So I'm just bringing it from one pot to the other. I made a lot because I tend to do this throughout the week. Give me a second. She just wanted to be carried. So I tend to do this throughout the week. I get home from work and we don't have much time. The girls are very hungry, as you can tell. You know, they like squealing. So I heat up some sauce and I put some pasta to boil. And so I have all that I'm gonna put into little jars. But this is what we're gonna eat tonight for dinner. So this is nice and ready. If it starts, yeah, it's hot. If it starts getting a little too dry, you can always wet it with the pasta water. So let me go ahead and finish this up. I'll serve it and then we can taste. So let's give it a taste. Let's see. I had to put her down so she can go watch her phone. The pasta's long. I got some fresh linguine just to change it up a bit. Oh wow, that sauce is delicious. It's got a little kick from the red pepper flakes that I added to the sausage seasoning. And then let's look at these meatballs. Wow, that meatball's nice and juicy. It's not dry. It has the flavor of the sauce incorporated into the meatball. All in all, I'd say it's a winner. Bon appetit. Let's see. You want to eat? Do you like the pastita? Oops. There you go. Do you like it? Yeah? You want to try the meatball? Yeah. Let's see. No meatballs. Okay, that's okay. Have some more pastita. All right, guys. Have a good one.